Do you actually need to be eating 5 meals a day in order to lose body fat? Or is that just some bodybuilding myth? Because some people swear that eating 5 meals a day keeps your metabolism firing. And then there are other people that will say it doesn't really matter how many meals you eat and that meal timing doesn't actually matter. So in this video, I'm gonna break down what actually matters more when it comes to losing the body fat, why meal frequency can help you with satiety and helping you stay lean, and exactly how I would personally structure my meal planning and meal timing if your goal is to lose body fat without starving all day. First things first, you have to realize that you have to be in a caloric deficit in order to lose body fat. So whether you're eating 2 meals or 5 meals or 10 meals, the only thing that really matters in the grand scheme of things is that you're eating less calories than your body burns. Now, where people get confused is that they think that there's a certain number of meals that burns body fat faster, and that's just not the case. The reality is that you could either be eating 2 meals a day or you could be eating 5 meals a day, but the difference is usually adherence to the program. What helps you stay full, energized, and consistent over time? That's what ultimately matters. For instance, if you were to eat 2 meals a day, there's gonna be that one point during the day where you're just thinking about food and you end up binge eating. That's when you would probably want to get more frequent meals in rather than just eating 2 meals a day. And honestly, guys, at this point, I worked with over 100 people to help transform their bodies. And every single time I've had them eating anywhere from 4 to 5 meals. And that just seems to be what's been helping most of my clients succeed in their fat loss and from personal experience. I've competed in multiple bodybuilding competitions. I've bulked. I've did multiple cuts, so I pretty much understand the concept of eating more meals. It definitely helps me out personally. I know you've probably heard this before, that you need to be eating every 2 to 3 hours in order to keep your metabolism firing. There is some truth to that, but there is a nuance and it doesn't work how most people think. Now, eating more frequent meals, specifically high protein, is gonna help you burn more calories because you're eating more frequently. Through digestion, you're gonna be burning more calories if you're eating more food. Does that make sense? And this is what's called the thermic effect of food. If you're eating more meals more frequently, then you're helping your satiety, you're helping with cravings, you're helping with the binging, which from my experience, that's what a lot of people struggle with the most. If you think about it like a campfire, instead of letting 2 logs burn all day, you could keep the fire going by sporadically throwing in a log here, a log there, and feeding the fire throughout the day. And it's gonna allow the fire to keep burning over time. Personally, for most people trying to aggressively lose the body fat, I prefer the 4 to 5 meal method. Now, this is the important part. If you're gonna be eating 5 meals a day, it doesn't need to be processed junk. I recommend you need to be eating whole foods, high protein, and high volume foods that actually keep you full longer. All right, now guys, the most important part, if you don't take anything away from this video, I want you to pay attention. I want you to really pay attention to this part, because what I'm about to say right now is how a lot of people fall off and the reason why they can't stick to 5 meals. Because it's very simple, actually. It's very simple. You need to get down your meal timing during the day. This is something that so many people miss. So many coaches, you're not giving your clients like actual scheduled meals. You should be eating your meals with precision, okay? So here we go. Meal one, 6 a.m., okay? This is just the average person's job. If you're working 9 to 5, this will work for you, okay? So meal one, what that looks like, okay? Protein shake, too simple, 6 a.m. Meal two, you're gonna have a snack. That snack is gonna have protein in it. We're gonna eat that at 9 a.m. So that's your mid-morning snack. For lunch, that's gonna be your meal three. That's at typically noon. And meal four is gonna be your pre-training snack or your pre-training meal. The meal that you're gonna eat before you go work out and lift. Because guys, the reason we're feeding ourselves the way we're feeding ourselves is to fuel ourselves for the day. It's not for the taste. It's not for gratification, but it's to make our bodies feel good. So by the time we train, we actually have a good lift and we're recovering and preparing for the lift, okay? The biggest thing, is you want to prepare and prime your body for training. The reason you can't stay consistent in the gym is because you're treating your body like shit. Okay? I'm just telling the truth. If you feel bad during the day, it's because you're eating like crap. And once you start changing over to eating like this on a schedule with high protein meals and again, staying consistent, this will allow you to wrap everything when it comes to fitness. You'll be able to conceptualize how important it is to get down your nutritional habits through meal timing. All right. But meal 5 is going to be your post-train meal. So that's going to be, you know, a protein, carb, whatever. But the biggest thing I want you to take away is you need to be having scheduled meal times. This is what I do for all of my clients to help them stay on track. It's one of those things that you don't really think about, but it definitely helps to keep you on track. Now, when we talk about specific food items that you should be eating, we're gonna start with the proteins. Keeping it very simple. When you're dieting, you're on this aggressive fat loss journey, you wanna keep things as simple as possible and try not to overcomplicate it, please. Because when you start to overcomplicate things, that's when everything starts to become hard. Number 1, we have protein shakes. All right, it's gonna be great. Make sure it's a whey protein isolate, or if you have a protein ready drink that you just buy from the store. I personally like Nuri. That's like my favorite protein drink right now. That you can get at Costco, Walmart, et cetera, et cetera. All right, chicken breasts. You got lean ground beef and turkey. And then you have eggs and egg whites. You have Greek yogurt, fish, lean steak. And if you can keep it pretty simple like this, it's gonna help you stay on point, all right? Anywhere from 4 to 8 ounces, depending on if you're a woman, I would say go with 4 to 6 ounces of lean protein. And then if you're a male, anywhere from 6 to 8 ounces of protein in each meal. And our carb sources are gonna, again, be simple as possible, all right? Oats, we got rice, we got potatoes, we have fruit, and cream of rice. Again, keeping it simple. Stick to these food items right here, and you will be golden. Fit these within your macros, within your calories. Guys, this is all about, this is what's gonna keep you consistent. All that other BS you see online, it's not gonna work for you. You know why? It's because what you see these influencers do, they can get away with that because they have the foundation built. They have the muscle mass that can upkeep the crazy food that they're having. If you see somebody enjoying like a freaking Five Guys burger and fries twice a week, they can do that because they have that foundation built. So you have to work your way to that caliber of a metabolism and really get stronger and get to where you want to be first before you can start to indulge. And when we talk about satiety foods, their carb options that you have are going to be they're going to play a big part of that. But if you want to take it a little bit further, you need to be getting in your vegetables, especially if you have a hard time staying full. Then I'm not gonna really go into detail about veggies, but just make sure, you know, broccoli, cauliflower, zucchini, as long as you're getting in a cup of vegetables in every single day, then you will be fine. And that should help a lot with getting your fiber in and making sure that you're not wanting to raid the pantry at midnight. Guys, the real goal during fat loss isn't finding the magical metabolism hack. The real goal is finding habits and finding the actual hack that helps to keep you consistent. Because if you can't stay consistent, you will never get to your goals, because in order to reach your goals, you have to be consistent. You have to be able to do something successfully for a long period of time and actually get lean. Obviously, I didn't really mention this, but you need to be having healthy fats. So a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of healthy butter in there, it's not gonna kill you. At the end of the day, you need to be optimizing your hormones through your fat intake. But as long as you're getting some fat from the lean meats, you'll be just fine. And if you find yourself eating too low of fat, and the way you'll know that is because you're gonna be tracking your calories, right? I always talk about tracking your calories. You'll know how many fats you're eating. Like if you're only eating 20 grams of fat a day, you probably wanna up that. If you're a woman, you wanna be eating higher fat typically. If you're a male, you're eating 45 to, I would say, 60 grams of fat, you'll be fine too. So fill in those fats, fill in the proteins, and then backload the rest with carbohydrates within your calories. And that's gonna help you, again, stay consistent. Now the question is, do you need to be eating 2 meals a day or 5 meals a day? Doesn't really matter. It's what helps you stay consistent long term. And If you found this video helpful in any type of way, hit the subscribe button, leave me a like and a comment. If you guys have any questions, reach out. And also, if you want to work with me one-on-one, click the link in my description to apply. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.